The olive oil you heated in your pan this morning delivered zero of its most important cardiovascular compound to your arteries. You got the calories. The medicine evaporated. And if you are a man over 60 who uses olive oil every day, believing it is protecting your heart, what I am about to show you changes that picture entirely. Most men consume olive oil the way it has always been consumed. Heated in a pan, drizzled over cooked food, added to warm dishes. At standard cooking temperatures, reached within minutes in a standard pan. Oleocanthal, the primary cardiovascular compound in extra virgin olive oil, degrades significantly. Studies confirm meaningful loss of heat-sensitive polyphenols during standard cooking. Hydroxytyrosol, the most bioavailable polyphenol responsible for supporting your artery wall's ability to produce nitric oxide, is similarly heat-sensitive. You are consuming olive oil daily. You believe you are protecting your cardiovascular system. The medicine is evaporating into your kitchen before it ever reaches your body. And here is what that daily loss has been costing you, in ways you can already feel, right now, today. Every morning you wake up with stiffness that takes longer to resolve than it did 5 years ago. Your joints negotiate before they cooperate. Your hands feel colder before your first coffee. That is not simply aging. That is inflammaging. Chronic background inflammation continuing unchecked in your arterial walls because oleocanthal, which should be inhibiting the COX-2 enzyme driving that fire, evaporated in your kitchen this morning. And then between 2 and 4 in the afternoon, your energy dims. Not dramatically, just enough that you notice. You have learned to work around it. You call it normal. It is not normal. It is your mitochondrial generators running inefficiently because intact polyphenols never arrived. And your hands in the morning, before coffee, before movement, are they as warm as they used to be? Cold fingertips in the morning are your endothelium signaling that nitric oxide production is lower than it should be, because hydroxytyrosol never reached the factory that makes it. 3 consequences, 1 daily habit, 1 protocol that addresses all 3. But first, something no olive oil video has ever told you. When you swallow raw extra virgin olive oil and feel a distinctive burn at the back of your throat, that burn is oleocanthal activating TRPV1 receptors, the same heat-sensing receptors activated by chili peppers and cloves. That burn is the cardiovascular medicine confirming it is present, intact and biologically active. No burn means oleocanthal has already degraded. From heat, from light, from a bottle open too long. If the olive oil you have been using produces no throat sensation when swallowed raw, you have been consuming the fat without the pharmacy. That burn is your body's free quality test, performed automatically every time. Remember it. Now, why does lemon juice transform this from a good habit into a targeted biological protocol? Lemon juice creates an acidic environment that improves polyphenol solubility, and vitamin C has documented effects on enhancing polyphenol bioavailability. Together, lemon juice meaningfully improves how much of olive oil's cardiovascular compounds your body actually absorbs, though the precise absorption mechanism continues to be studied. What is established is this: lemon is not simply adding vitamin C to this combination. It is changing the chemical environment through which olive oil's most important compounds reach your bloodstream. And vitamin C itself is a required cofactor for collagen synthesis in arterial walls, structural maintenance of the very tissue these polyphenols are protecting. Now let me show you the 4 mechanisms through which this combination works simultaneously. The first, and the one with the highest personal stakes for every man over 60, begins in the lining of your arteries. Your arterial walls are lined with a single-cell thick living layer called the endothelium, not a passive pipe, but a metabolically active organ that manufactures nitric oxide through an enzyme called eNOS, endothelial nitric oxide synthase, the pressure-regulating factory built into your artery walls. Nitric oxide signals arteries to relax and open, like a new garden hose under normal pressure, full, smooth flow. When eNOS activity declines, driven by oxidative stress and inflammation, arteries stiffen and flow becomes restricted. The same garden hose after years of cold and sun, narrowed and resistant. Laboratory, animal, and some human research suggests hydroxytyrosol in raw extra virgin olive oil supports eNOS activity in endothelial cells, helping the factory maintain its output. And oleocanthal inhibits COX-2, the enzyme driving the inflammatory damage that suppresses eNOS in the first place. Not simply boosting nitric oxide temporarily, protecting the factory and reducing the process destroying it simultaneously. Within the first days and weeks of this protocol, pay attention to your fingertips in the morning before coffee. Warmth arriving sooner than before is your endothelium beginning to respond. That was the first mechanism. But the third mechanism operates where most men feel the daily cost most personally, every single afternoon. Before I show you that, the second mechanism, because it is the foundation everything else builds on. Inflammaging. The word that finally names what most men over 60 have been experiencing without being able to explain. Not the acute inflammation that heals a cut. Something quieter. A background fire that never fully extinguishes, progressively damaging endothelial cells, suppressing eNOS, and narrowing the gap between how you feel now and how you felt at 55. Oleocanthal inhibits COX-2, the same enzyme targeted by ibuprofen, at concentrations found in raw extra virgin olive oil, as established in landmark research including the Beauchamp et al. Nature study. Hydroxytyrosol suppresses NF-kappa-B, the master switch controlling inflammatory gene expression in your cells, as demonstrated in laboratory and early clinical research. Two independent enzymatic checkpoints, both addressed simultaneously by one raw teaspoon. Over the first days and weeks, you may notice that morning stiffness in your joints and lower back begins lifting sooner, that the first hour of your day feels like less negotiation with your own body. Now, the third mechanism. The afternoon energy drop, not blood sugar alone. Mitochondria, the microscopic generators inside every cell, converting oxygen and nutrients into ATP, your body's actual energy currency. After 60, mitochondrial efficiency declines, the same generator producing less power from the same fuel. Laboratory and animal research suggests oleic acid, the primary monounsaturated fat in olive oil, incorporates into mitochondrial membrane phospholipids, improving the membrane quality that determines how efficiently the electron transport chain produces energy. Think of mitochondrial membranes as the walls of a generator. When built from the right materials, the generator runs cleaner and wastes less fuel. Vitamin C from lemon acts as an electron donor in cellular energy reactions, a cofactor keeping the generator's internal chemistry running efficiently. Over the first days and weeks, you may notice the afternoon energy drop arrives later and feels less severe, and that your mental clarity in the hour after lunch holds longer than it has in years. The fourth mechanism operates at the level most people never consider. Hydroxytyrosol and oleuropein in olive oil have documented prebiotic effects on beneficial gut bacteria, selectively supporting bifidobacterium and lactobacillus while suppressing pathogenic species that drive systemic inflammatory load. Less gut-derived inflammation means less NF-kappa-B activation, less endothelial damage, better cellular oxygen delivery. And lemon juice's acidic environment during consumption may create conditions less favorable for harmful oral bacteria. including periodontal pathogens that have been identified inside arterial plaques, though direct evidence at lemon juice concentrations requires further study. You will not feel this mechanism responding directly, but over weeks and months, as gut bacterial balance improves and systemic inflammatory markers quiet, the other three pathways become more responsive, more consistent, and more sustained. Here is what is happening simultaneously in 1 teaspoon. Hydroxytyrosol and oleocanthal, protecting and supporting the endothelial factory manufacturing nitric oxide. Oleocanthal and hydroxytyrosol, suppressing the inflammaging, silently damaging that factory. Oleic acid and vitamin C, restoring mitochondrial generator efficiency. Polyphenol prebiotics, rebuilding the gut defense barrier, reducing the inflammatory load on everything above. Not one mechanism. 4. In 1 teaspoon of raw olive oil and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Every morning, before anything else. Now, here is exactly how to do this correctly. The villain is heat. Remove it entirely. The olive oil in this protocol is never heated, never cooked, never added to warm food. Raw only. Always. Before you choose your oil, perform the throat burn test. Swallow 1 teaspoon of raw extra virgin olive oil slowly. If you feel a genuine burn at the back of your throat, the oil contains active oleocanthal. If you feel nothing, choose a different oil. That burn is the non-negotiable quality confirmation. Store your oil in dark glass, away from heat and light, and use it within 6 to 8 weeks of opening. Combine 1 teaspoon of raw extra virgin olive oil with 1 teaspoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Mix immediately before consuming. Do not prepare this in advance. Hold the mixture in your mouth for 5 to 10 seconds before swallowing, giving lemon's acidic environment maximum oral contact time. Consume this on an empty stomach, first thing in the morning, before coffee, before food. After 8 hours of overnight fasting, your gastric environment is optimally concentrated for polyphenol absorption. Your cortisol is rising, your platelets are most active, and your cardiovascular system is in the highest risk window of the day. This timing is not arbitrary. It is the intersection of maximum need and maximum absorption simultaneously. Wait 30 minutes before eating or drinking anything else. Do this daily. The throat burn confirms your oil quality immediately. Over the first days and weeks, some men notice warmer hands in the morning as the vascular pathway responds. Morning stiffness that lifts sooner as inflammaging quiets. Afternoon energy that holds longer as mitochondrial efficiency improves. The mechanisms layer at different rates for different men, but they build consistently with daily practice. One essential note, because complete information matters more than comfortable information. If you are taking warfarin or other blood-thinning medications, olive oil's mild antiplatelet properties are worth a brief conversation with your physician before beginning a daily protocol. If you are on blood pressure medications, improved endothelial function may gradually influence your readings. Keep your physician informed. This protocol is biologically active. Respect it accordingly. Before you go, I want to ask you one thing. Tomorrow morning, before breakfast, before coffee, take 1 teaspoon of the best raw extra virgin olive oil you have. Swallow it slowly. Pay attention to the back of your throat. Burn or nothing? Drop one word in the comments right now. Just burn or nothing. I read every single one, and your answer tells me exactly what quality of olive oil most men watching this are actually working with. Most men who try to address what we covered today reach for a supplement. They identify the right category, calcium management and arterial protection, and almost universally choose the wrong form. And that wrong form is exactly why calcium ends up depositing precisely where they were trying to prevent it from going. In the next video, I will show you the specific vitamin that determines where calcium travels in your body, into your bones where it belongs, or into your artery walls where it accelerates the very stiffening we spent today addressing. Most men over 60 are deficient in it. Almost none of them know it exists. I will see you there.